What is up, my crafty friends? My name is Carrie and I want to welcome you to my channel today. Y'all, I'm so excited that you're here today because I'm going to dare to play with a cup turner today. I admit I have never before tried to make those resin cups that everybody's making. You probably remember that I've done a couple without resin. They were just plain glitter and I used Mod Podge. Those were super fun, but I've always wanted to try using the resin and a cup turner, and I'm doing it for the first time and I'm taking y'all along the ride with me. I'm going to walk you through step by step exactly what I did to make these gorgeous cups. Today's video is sponsored by Redecor, and y'all, if you're not familiar with that app, you can download it from your app store. It's super fun. It's a game, although I don't really call it a game. It's more like decorating. You can download it for free on your app store, and y'all, it's just a lot of fun. I really love that Redecor doesn't feel like a game. It just kind of feels like you're critiquing your friends on their designs, and then you get to go shopping with the money that you make by doing that. You've got lots of challenges every single day. You just pick one, spend just a few minutes making your designs, and then you submit, and then a couple hours later it goes to voting, and then you just start back over again every day. I actually like to work on my designs in the mornings while I'm having a cup of coffee. It just kind of helps me start my day off on the right foot by being creative, and it just gets those juices flowing. You can even submit your own design, and I've got one submitted to them, so if they choose me, y'all will be the first ones to find out. I'm going to have a lot of time on my hands while these cups are just spinning on this turner, so that means I get to do lots of challenges. That's enough talking, y'all. Let's go make some glitter cups. So this is the kit that I picked up from Amazon. I think it was around $25, and y'all, it literally comes with everything you need to turn cups except for your resin or your epoxy. It's got your measuring cups, you've got your motor, all of the kit pieces that you need to actually put the turner together. You've got a couple of foam rollers for different size tumblers. And one thing that I was kind of surprised about is it actually comes with a limited lifetime warranty, which that's a pretty good deal. For 25 bucks, I don't think you can beat it. So let's get everything out and let's get this put together. It literally took me maybe 5 minutes to put together. It came with all of your screws, and the instructions for putting it together are super easy. One thing that I noticed is the motor is super quiet. You've got a switch here that's your on and off switch, and if you click it on one time, it'll turn one way. If you turn it off, it'll click and it'll actually start spinning the other way. So your motor can go either forwards or backwards, depending on which you prefer. I thought that was a pretty cool touch. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to take my cup. Now these cups were supplied by my neighbor. They already had this color on there. I'm making these for her and for her mother-in-law for Mother's Day, so I'm really hoping they turn out nice. So the very first thing you want to do is to sand your cup. I'm actually using a 320 grit extra fine sandpaper, but I think a 220 or above will work. You can choose any glitter that you want. I picked up some of these glitters, I think from Michael's and Walmart, but the one that I'm going to be using on today's cup is actually a Hemway Ultra Sparkle glitter. If you recall, I have used this glitter on a couple of other projects, and I'm just a huge fan of the Hemway glitters. They just seem to have crazy amazing sparkle, and I'm really excited to see what it looks like once I put the resin over this. Y'all, the camera doesn't fully pick up all of the beautiful sparkle. Now there's a couple of ways you can attach your glitter, and I'm going to use my spray adhesive. You're also going to need alcohol to wipe down your cup after you're done sanding. So let's just give this a light sand. If you're going to cover the rim of your cup, you need to be sure to do that too. And last but not least, don't forget to do your bottom. That is super important. You want to have a nice surface so that your adhesive and your glitter can adhere nicely. Prep is key. Some people do just go ahead and put their resin or their glitter right over the top, but honestly, I think if roughing it up just a little bit kind of gives it something extra to stick to. Okay, so I'm just going to go all the way around the cup, and then I'm going to take my alcohol and wipe it clean. And again, y'all, prep is the key. Whatever you do, I would not suggest skipping this step. And like I said, if you don't want to glitter the rim of your cup, you can use some tape to mask off the top. I'm going to go ahead and glitter the whole thing though. Okay, so now I'm wiping everything off, making sure that all of that dust is off of there. We want a super clean surface. That alcohol is taking off a little bit of the color, but I think it's just from the powder coating that I sanded off. So I'm not really worried about that. So now I'm going to do the spray adhesive method. I'm using the Krylon spray adhesive. I know other tumbler makers have used different ones, but I'm just a fan of Krylon. You want to make sure that you shake up your spray adhesive super well and apply a very light but generous coat. You just don't want to have a bunch of globs of spray adhesive because your glitter is going to stick to that. Okay, I'm just shaking on the glitter. And y'all, like I said, this is my very first time to do this. So if you are a professional tumbler maker, then I apologize because I have watched a couple of YouTube videos on what other people have done, and this is just my take on it. So if you are a professional tumbler maker and you've got some tips for me, I would love to hear those down in the comments below. Y'all, I'm telling you, this glitter is beautiful. Love it. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my hand and I'm going to pat this down. This is a super chunky glitter, and if you're using a fine glitter, you probably won't have to do this, but I want my cup to be as smooth as possible, so I am just going to tap this down just slightly. You want it to be as smooth as possible. Now once this is dry for maybe a couple of hours, I'm going to go back and I'm going to add another layer of glitter, doing it the same way with the spray adhesive and also the glitter. And then I'm going to tap that layer down as well. After I'm done with that, I'm going to go back over it with a clear coat, just a light clear coat, just so that my glitter doesn't get into my resin. Okay, while that dries, I'm going to hop in Cricut Design Space and I'm going to go ahead and design my decals. I know I want a cheetah print with a funky font, and I kind of like the way this one looks. So I'm just going to put this in my design space on my canvas, and I'm going to duplicate that 3 times. Full disclosure, I'm totally winging this, but we're hoping it's going to turn out. So after I get my cheetah print down on the canvas, I'm going to choose a font. I want my font to be welded together, but I want my V to be bigger. So I'm going to move my letters just a little bit closer, and then I'm going to ungroup those letters because I want to make the V slightly larger. I also want to make sure that these letters are touching exactly perfect. So I'm going to move those over. Then I'm going to resize that V to be a little bit bigger. Then I'm going to group those together and then weld them. I know I went a little bit ambitious with my design being my first cup, but y'all, go big or go home, right? My channel is called Mama Dares to DIY after all. Okay, so now that we have everything welded together, now we can offset the letters. I want my letters to have a background because I'm going to use my gold glitter for the background. And if I had gold premium vinyl, I could definitely use that, but I didn't have any, so I'm just going to have to improvise and use my gold glitter. So I'm just going to hit this with a nice size offset so that gold can show through. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to move my letter out of the way. I'm going to move my name out of the way. Let's get rid of that just for the time being. We're going to come back to it, don't worry. So now I want to slice and dice my design so I can pull that cheetah print out of my offset. I have totally not done a lot of slicing in Cricut Design Space, so there's probably easier ways to do it other than what I'm doing here. So if you've got any tips for me, I would love to hear those down in the comments below. I love hearing all of your tips that you give me. I learn something new every single day. Okay, so we're going to slice this and then get rid of the pieces that we don't need. Let's make sure our name fits. Now I'm going to make everything black so it all cuts out on my black vinyl, and let's get to cutting. Y'all, there's something about weeding everything out and it comes off in one piece that is so satisfying, don't you think? Okay, next I'm going to apply my transfer tape, and then I'm going to cut out my name. This would have been a lot easier to just use my gold vinyl, but I didn't have any, so that's why I'm doing it the hard way. I'm just going to use a brush and some Mod Podge and also my gold glitter. First, I'm going to tape down my design. This is going to give me sort of a stencil that I can use for my gold. And I know it looks a little bit crazy at the moment, but there is a method to my madness, believe it or not. But full disclosure, I am making this up as I go along. Okay, so I'm going to put my tape all the way around it, making sure that fits. Then I'm going to apply a light coat of Mod Podge and then shake my gold glitter on the top. Let this dry fully before you move on to the next step. Once it's totally and completely dry, I'm going to take my brush and get rid of that excess glitter that we don't need. If you do this before your Mod Podge is dry, then you will have a mess on your hands. I did hit mine with a blow dryer just to speed up that drying process. Okay, next it's time to mix up our resin. This is resin that I picked up from Michael's, and if you want a link to it, I'll be sure to put that down in the description box. Now, you can mix up in the cups that are provided, and that's what I'm going to do. Your measurements are already on here, and I'm going to put 10 mLs of each one. I'm going to start off with part B first. I don't know why I like to use part B first, but I do. I'm going to pour 10 mLs of that part B into my measuring cup. Then I'm going to pour the same amount of part A into that measuring cup. And y'all, stirring is most important. You don't want to stir fast. It's just nature to want to stir your resin fast, but slow and steady is the key. I like to just twist the stick in my hand. I'm going to mix this for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then I'm going to hit it with my heat gun. I don't have a small heat gun. I am using my husband's heavy duty heat gun, so it is a big deal. They do make smaller ones that are more craft related, but I'm just using what I've got. Don't hit it too long or your cup may melt. Okay, so I'm gonna cut my cup turner on. I've got my cup all loaded. And y'all, I'm just a little bit nervous and excited at the same time because I don't know how this is gonna go. But you see how you can turn this off and on one time to swap your directions. I like to have my cup rotating away from me, I think that's gonna be a little bit better. So before I apply the resin, I'm just gonna take a stiff paintbrush and make sure that I don't have any loose glitter. I don't want that getting into my resin. Okay, y'all, here goes nothing. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. Okay. I'm gonna try to avoid the gold for the moment and save that for last, just because I don't want any of that gold to get into my pink right now. If you were doing one solid cup color, then you could just put it over the whole thing. And it may not smear, but I don't want to take any chances at this point because I want my cup to be perfect. So I'm just going to go all the way around. After I get all of my resin onto the pink, then I will add it to the gold. And it's going to spin for 8 hours. Okay, so it's been about 12 hours and now I'm going to sand. I'm using a 320 grit sandpaper and I'm just sanding off any rough edges. Once it's all smooth, I'm just going to take that same sandpaper and go over the whole cup just to rough up the surface before I put on my next coat of glitter. And notice that it does look a little dull. Do not freak out. It will come back. Okay, and we're going to clean it with our alcohol before we move on to the next step. So now I'm going to apply my decals. I'm going to put the name over my gold. And y'all, this is turning out exactly like I had hoped it would. Isn't that neat? And again, if you've got gold vinyl, that would be a lot easier. But I just really like how this is looking. So after I get my name on, I'm going to go over with my cheetah print. I am going to go around the name part first, just so that I know that that lines up perfectly. After I get all of this on, I will cut up my rest of the cheetah print that I have off of my decals, and I'm just going to apply those all the way around the cup. Okay, that's what it looks like. Isn't that cute? I'm really loving how it's turning out. I did decide to go ahead and add in a little bit of gold on my cheetah print just so it matches the name part, and I did it the same way with the Mod Podge and the glitter. I just shook it off and then dusted off the excess once it was dry. Okay, it feels really smooth. I'm super happy with how it's turning out. So now I'm going to add on that next coat of resin. Make sure again that you mix your resin up slowly. You don't want any air bubbles. If you do happen to get air bubbles, you can always use your heat gun to get rid of those. But if you mix up your resin slow, you don't have to worry about that. Make sure you mix it for at least 3 to 5 minutes. This time I'm just going to go all over the whole cup all at the same time. Y'all, it's so pretty. Super excited. All right, y'all, my cup is spinning. It's got to do its thing for about 8 hours. So while it's doing that, I'm going to hop on my Redecor app and I'm going to play a couple of design challenges. This is actually a design duel where you can go head to head with another player. You get to pick everything from your carpets to your trim to your chair colors to your walls. Y'all, it is just so much fun. One thing that I really like about the duel challenges is you can see their design before you submit yours. Okay, that only took about 5 minutes of our 8 hours, so I'm just going to sit here and watch this cup turn for a few more minutes. Then I'm just going to let it do its thing overnight and come back the next morning and see what it looks like. Okay, y'all, it's done spinning, and now I've moved it over to my drying rack, and I'm going to leave it here for the full 72 hours so I know it's fully cured. In the meantime, I'm going to start on my next cup. All right, y'all, here is our cup. I think adding in the gold straw and also the little fuchsia little plastic piece that you sip from is absolutely the perfect touch for this cup. Now, I also want to share with you another one that I did. This one is also for my neighbor, and y'all, look how cute it is. I hit this with my heat gun while it was still wet, and it just sort of flowed up into the pink, and I think it turned out absolutely pretty. Of course, she's got a silver straw and then the black end. I cannot wait to give these to her and see the look on her face. Which one is your favorite? Let me know down in the comments below. So that does it for today's video, y'all. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up because that would mean the world to me. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, consider hitting that subscribe button down below and turn on all those notifications if you don't want to miss anything I've got coming your way. Also, don't forget to check out the Redecor app in your app store. I'm really hoping that Redecor approves me to have my own scene and my own decoration challenge. And if it does, y'all are going to be the first to know. So make sure you've got all those notifications turned on. So that does it, y'all. Until next time. Happy DIYing, y'all.